Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy, and delicious little Leos out there. I hope that you're feeling the love, my delicious little babies, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. Now then, I was going to do a Taurus, but for some reason said Leo. So then I've got Gemini to do. So there seems to be something going on, it seems, my delicious little babies. Okay, so what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Are we having a party? Come on, little lads. Come on. Stay on. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world and that life is treating you oh so deliciously, my little babies, okay? Now then, let's see what's going on here with some of our beautiful and delicious little Leos out there, because that's what it specifically said, you know. Leo, Okay. Let's make a start, shall we? So we've got a new dawn. If you do enjoy the video, my delicious babies, if you could please click on the like. For those of you who happen to stumble across me, please click on the subscribe. For others, please feel free to comment. And thank you. So this card here, we can have weeks and weeks and weeks where it doesn't come out. It's come out previously, so many days ago, but see, it's all right, my beautiful and delicious baby spirits in the room. I love you so, my beautiful baby spirits. Yes, okay. Now then, so you know, then there can be another time where this doesn't come out very often at all anyway. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So for some of you delicious little babies, it seems to me as if you've been going through something, it seems, for some delicious baby Leos. But that's a super duper wonderful card, not the actual picture, but you know what I mean. It's a really powerful card, that one is. Yes. And that's what's going on there. Next card. Wait. Let's just read, please, and thank you. Don't rush into action right now, sorry. Bide your time for better results, yes. So for some of you delicious little babies, it's all about timing, it seems, okay. There seems to be something going on with some of our delicious baby Leos, and finally in that section, time to move on. So let's just read, please, and thank you. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that new can come in, yes. So for some of you delicious little babies, maybe, you know, you've been doing something, whatever it may be, my delicious little babies, for some of you, because this reading will gel with some of you, not for all of you, okay? So please take from it as what you will. But maybe, you know, you've just got to say to yourself, okay, it's time to move on now. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Well, sometimes in life, that's what happens, isn't it? Sometimes these things happen, don't they? My delicious little babies, you know, as I always say, nothing lasts forever, does it? I mean, sometimes we wish it would. Everybody does at some point in their life, don't they? But sometimes not everything, you know, lasts forever, or could be a job, you know. For some of you delicious little baby Leos, for other delicious little baby Leos, it could be a relationship. I'm not talking about delicious little babies who are in happy relationships, okay? For others, it could be a platonic friendship that maybe I've just got washed out. Like, so even if somebody doesn't click on the view, there we go. This is going to apply to somebody, you know. It's like a washed out situation. It's like somebody's worn out with it all for some reason. I don't know, something's making me say. Last set of cards, the Emperor. So when the Emperor comes out, this can mean, you know, people and bosses in authority, okay? Maybe somebody's looking over somebody else's work, you know, there we are, watching what they're doing, okay? This can also mean a grumpy man, a grumpy male, okay? So he can be older, or, you know, in some cases he can be a bit younger. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But he acts older than his years. Somebody who just likes their own way all of the time. Do you see what I mean? It's either their way or the highway. It's one of those. Anyway, next card for others, delicious little baby Leos, a victory, 6 of Wands. So whichever way you rock and roll this, you'll have a victory in whatever it is that you're doing. Yes, okay, so that's juicy and delicious, isn't it? We've got some good news. For others of you, well, there's only one way to dress this card up. Boredom, 4 of Cups. Okay, my delicious little babies. So maybe some of you are getting a little bit bored of, you know, whether it's friendships platonically, whether it's work with others of you, whether it's, I don't know, a relationship for others of you, but not for all of you, okay? Like I said, not the ones who are happily involved, you know, with their beautiful, delicious baby, okay? I'm not talking about those of you, my delicious babes. I'm talking about others, okay? So, you know, maybe for others of you, maybe wanting to get, you know, more creative. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Or, you know, there could be a situation not having enough to do. There we are for some. Do you see what I'm saying? Right, next card, the Death card. Now, I personally love the Death card, okay? Because the reason why is because it usually means, you know, very rarely does it ever signify a passing, okay? Very rarely, okay? It usually means major change, okay? There we are, you know, major change is going to take place. It's out with the old, in with the new, rebirth of something new, okay? Now, on occasion, it can mean if there's been words exchanged between either yourself, it's not yourself, it's somebody else and somebody else. Well, you know, it's all about learning and moving on. It's an experience. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, because not everybody can always get along all the time, can they? Okay, next card. So we got the Queen of Swords. Well, this delicious lady here, because she does come under air, okay? A beautiful lady. So if you, for those of you delicious little baby Leos, if you are in a relationship with this beautiful lady here, okay? Well, you know, she's super duper wonderful, okay? So she's your girlfriend, wife, you know, for others of you, you may know somebody's, you know, girlfriend, wife, sister, auntie, cousin, friend. Do you see what I mean? She's super duper wonderful. However, you know, get on the wrong side of her and you'll get the raw end of her tongue. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But she'd give you anything if she's a dear friend of yours, or you're in a relationship with her. Do you see what I mean? Or if she's a family member, you know, she'd give you anything, but, you know, she doesn't stand for shite, okay? The final card, see the Tower? I'm not seeing a lot of immersion here, our delicious baby Leos. So the Tower can mean either a sudden shock, which is nevertheless a blessing in disguise, freedom from old, yes, and it can also mean a sudden upheaval, but it's usually followed by a happier time, yes. So any upheaval will usually be overcome, or any shock, okay? And sometimes it can mean that, you know, just be careful of what you're saying to others, okay? Because maybe everything in 4 walls was not really safe at all. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a case of just choosing who you speak to, there we go, and about what you speak about. Do you see what I mean? And then when not to say something, okay? So that's your quick reading, my delicious baby Leos. Now, until your next read, much love, God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye. Oops.